So joining me in the studio is Ben Troy from Otalis, and Ben has been a client now for quite some time with working with one of our business accelerators, or a couple of our business accelerators, growing his business. I'm so glad you could join me, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
So maybe start off by explaining a little bit about your business, what it is that you do.
Okay, well, Otalis is a IT solutions provider, and we provide IT solutions to small, medium enterprises, corporates, and government departments.
Okay, so good IT backup support, and so you're running all the IT for people and solutions and software, and
yeah, generally we're engaged to basically look after the whole IT, so it's not just one aspect of it.
Yeah,
we're basically their one-stop shop go-to for IT.
Great stuff. Now, before you worked with one of our business accelerators and you jumped on the Maximize Profit Acceleration Program, how would you describe your business?
At that time, the business was actually, quite bad. We had no direction of, what we were doing and long-term goals of what we were trying to achieve. We were just basically just running it as it is, just doing things and day by day and just, winging it as we went.
Yeah, like so many business owners do. So you didn't have a plan at that point?
I actually did a business plan, but it was really never completely finished, and we certainly didn't follow it through.
Yeah, okay. And do you have a plan now that you're using and you're working towards?
Now, yes, we do now. Obviously, it's a plan that we need to keep changing as we evolve, because the plan never stays the same. But at least we've got something more in place now that we're, trying to follow most of the time.
Great stuff. And how was things like, cash flow in your business before you're working with us?
Quite bad because, like I said, because we were just winging things as we went. Before we were actually missing revenue. There was things that we weren't billing for that we should have been billing for. And it was just because we were so focused on doing a job and then going on to the next job that we just forgot there was things that we needed to invoice, and we realized like 60, 90 days later, hell, we haven't even invoiced a client for this.
No. So many business owners do that though, don't they? You see that happen a lot.
Yeah, because you're so focused on doing the work that a lot of that admin side of the business just, falls behind, and before you know it, it's out of control. Yeah,
okay. So before you were working with us, you were sort of lacking direction, cash flow wasn't great, you're working day by day. That'd be
yep.
Sum it up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what have been the changes then since working with, how long have you been working with my team?
It's probably been about 18 months now.
Yep.
So quite a long time.
Yeah, and after this 18 months, what have you seen have been the key differences? Are you now feeling that you've got direction and cash flows in a better position? Well,
the key differences have been that now we do have a direction of where we're trying to go. So we've worked a lot on processes and our systems, which is, again, something that we didn't have in place previously. So we've really worked hard at the systems and processes to make sure that, when we're bringing on new clients, and even for a matter of fact, the existing clients, that we've got that more structured approach and we know what we need to be doing in terms of servicing those contracts.
Yeah, and was that an issue before, that you bring a client on and it wasn't clear what had to be done, or?
Certainly, yeah.
Okay,
so we would be bringing on clients but have no real onboarding process of what we needed to do for the client. We knew in our heads what needed to be done, but we didn't actually document that process down on paper.
Yeah, okay. And how much has working with your business accelerator helped you achieve those things? How important has it been? Has it been a big part of it, or do you think you would have got that done anyway? Or?
No, without working with the business accelerator, we would never have done that. So this is where I'm seeing the benefits working with the business accelerator, is that we have, even though these systems and processes don't necessarily bring you revenue in the door, they are still related. And without having that, then it makes it very difficult to actually have any direction or consistency in your business. So it's definitely helped focusing on doing, implementing systems and structures.
Yeah, I'm interested to know, these you've made a lot of changes, obviously 18 months. And a lot of people, you said 18 months is quite a long time, but in a business sense, it's probably not a real long time, is it?
No.
And I know, we get a lot of people coming to us wanting that quick fix, and obviously there is no quick fix. There's no magic bullet or magic wand fix to a business. And after 18 months, you've made a lot of changes. How are you feeling now about the future of Otalis and the business itself?
Well, I'm feeling much more positive than before. Obviously, I always knew that what Otillis was offering was good, or else we wouldn't have started the business. And we know that we've got something really genuine to give to the market. It was a matter of just getting, like, again, systems, processes into place to make sure that we structured ourselves so that we could deliver the best technology services to our clients.
Yeah, great stuff. And how would you say that we've helped you with the mindset as well? Because, I think mindset's a very important part of running a business and having that, you must have been feeling exhausted and worn out and, things weren't going in a great direction or lacked focus. Were you feeling drained by the business before you started with us?
Yes. So before working with Maximize Profit, my mindset was completely negative. Like, things always brought me down, things that I couldn't change. I got too emotional about things working with clients. So that was a big thing for myself. But since working with Maximize Profit, that has definitely changed. Not saying that it's still not a challenge sometimes today, but I definitely have a better mindset now. And I don't think the mindset that I've got today, I would have not have gotten to that had I had not started working with someone like Maximize Profit.
So when deciding to make that transition from being, doing it on your own, I know that's, for most of us, I've been in business all my life, and I know many people listening to this have been in business for a long time, and they may be struggling with the fact, well, do I get someone to come in and help me? Is that a sign of failure? How did you cope with that transition of going from having to admit that, maybe I do need some help and I better go and find someone to help me?
For me, it was clearly obvious that if I did not get help, then I wasn't going to have the business that I wanted. In actual fact, I don't think the business would have survived. It was one of those things that I just know I needed to do. And that was a result of, certain things that had been happening at the business at that time. And I just decided enough's enough. And I just had to do it.
You had to make the change. Okay. Yeah. So you're in that position, because I always use the analogy of being caught in a rip. And sometimes people are just starting to get caught in the rip. Some people have been in the rip for a while, have had, and they're drowning and they're putting their hands up. So you'd sort of say you're about that latter stage where you felt that the business wasn't going to survive if you didn't do something.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting to know. So the future, you said the future looks bright and you're excited about it. What are the long-term goals now? What, have you changed the vision of where you're going? Has working with us opened your eyes up to new opportunities?
It has. And we've basically, in terms of, has our vision changed? Yes, the markets that we're sort of targeting for our services has also changed. So like I said, we are more focused on the SMEs, the corporate and the government market. There's lots of opportunities there, and that's where we feel that the services that we've got to offer will add value to those target markets.
Yeah, great stuff. And so you've got a lot clearer about your strategy as well as a result?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. And what are some of the tangible difference you've seen? Because it's all good that, you feel better, you feel more focused and you've got a plan and you've got direction. There must be some tangible results of that, like, have you reduced your hours you're working? Have you increased the money you're making, or have sales gone up? What have you seen as a very tangible benefit so you can substantiate or validate a return on investment?
Well, certainly working a lot less now than what I was before working with Maximize Profit. So previously I was probably doing 80 to 100 hours a week. Certainly these days I'm not doing anywhere near that. It's probably more to 40 to 60 hours a week. Yeah, hours have definitely been reduced. In terms of revenue, the revenue is up slightly, but to be honest, my focus in starting to work with Maximize Profit was not to increase revenue. It was other factors that I didn't like about what was happening in the business and knew that I needed assistance with that. But yeah, it does help that the revenue is up slightly. It's probably up 10 to 15% since we've started working.
That's still respectable, isn't it?
Yeah. Since working with Maximize Profit, we have signed some big project work. And again, we wouldn't have been able to sign those had we have not engaged Maximize Profit, because we wouldn't have gone through the process of fixing up our business with what we needed to in order to win that work.
Yeah, great stuff. And what about personally? How have you felt it's personally benefited you?
Personally, I've found that our business accelerator, it's a person that I can speak to, because I actually run Otillis as a husband and wife team. Sometimes I need that third person to speak to. So I really feel like it's a sounding board sometimes to work with the business accelerator when I don't feel things are going right, or I'm just stuck, don't know what to do about certain things. So I think personally it's been a great achievement for me because I can use it as a soundboard.
Yeah, so having that one-on-one help, assistance, that person that you can talk to has been a great benefit for you.
Yep, certainly has. Yeah.
What about the tools and resources that we provide, the templates and the tools and resources and the additional training? Have you found that to be of an assistance?
Yep, I mean, no longer do we have to go and put some of those tools together from scratch. I mean, now we can just go into the portal. There's a lot of good, useful documentation that is there. So we've been able to use some of that documentation and some of the spreadsheets that are in there in terms of cash flow to really work out what we need to be achieving in terms of our business numbers. And if we didn't have that information, we probably wouldn't be doing it today because it's something that we would have had to have put together ourselves. And as you know, most business owners, they don't have time for that. So that's been a really good help.
Yeah, so the tools have been important. And the other aspect a lot of our members really love is the community. Have you tapped into the community to find that a useful thing to network with other like-minded entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I really like the idea of the quarterly growth clubs because it is an opportunity to mingle with some of the other members. And, you get to discuss in an informal environment possibly the same issues that other business owners are having that I might be having. So it's a good environment to sort of mingle with people and get to know other members and, just talk about what, might be happening in their businesses.
Yeah, great stuff. I hear that a lot. There's a lot of people really enjoy those days. And, those quarterly workshops are a big part of our programs because it helps you not only network, but also learn that there are other people going through the same issues and facing the same issues that you're facing. So it's good to hear that. So if someone was considering working with us in any capacity, whether they were going to take on a one-on-one business accelerator or join one of our training courses, but were hesitant, maybe wondering whether or not it was worth it or whether they'd get a return on investment, what would you say to that person?
Well, I would say just do it. I mean, it's a cliche, but it's one of the greatest things that you could do for your business because not every one person has the answers. It's very hard as it is running a business, and you really need to get the support and advice from others. So my advice to people, look, if you're looking to working with people who can help with your business and give you guidance and advice, I think it's definitely something that you should be doing.
Fantastic stuff. Well, thanks so much for your time, Ben. It's been great chatting to you today, and I wish you all the best in the future. It sounds like your business is going places and you're going places, which is awesome.
Thanks, Ben.